This Shabbat is Shabbat Hagadol, the big Shabbat, the Shabbat before Pesach. So I thought I would offer something a little bit different. This is a piece that I wrote for Jewish Women's Theatre and which currently is featuring in their show, which is called Uncuffed, and it's all about the theme of freedom. It's called From Slavery to Freedom. I am cleaning for Pesach. This is a benign euphemism for what I am actually doing. In fact, I am down on my hands and knees, sweat pouring into my eyes. I am scrubbing at an obstinate stain at the back of the oven, prior to putting it on a self-cleaning cycle that will leave my house smelling like a nuclear waste dump for 24 hours. Why, oh why do I put myself through this every year? Well, I was brought up doing it, and now I'm a rabbi, and therefore it's part of the choice that I have made about how to live. But, and I ask myself this every year, why does this mean I should be in rubber gloves at this point in some kind of parody of every woman? It's not as if I haven't studied the sources about Pesach myself, and in our ancestral land, no less. I have the authority to rule for myself and my community about what is chametz and what is not, so I ask again, why am I on my knees? Why should my practice be dictated by a bunch of ancient men? Give me my tambourine and let me dance by the shores of the Red Sea. It's the festival of freedom! Damn it! And yet, I think of my mother and my grandmother, and all of the women who came before me, and I realize that they too are part of my story. I think of the Seder table that will be set at the end of all this work, with its old wine-stained books, the slightly mismatching Pesach china, the tiny silver goblets that my family rescued after their London flat was a direct hit in the Blitz. And as I visualize these things, I begin to smile. And I remember another quotation from the Talmud. It was only due to the merit of righteous women that the children of Israel were redeemed from Egypt. Perhaps all this preparation, all this muddle, is part of the ongoing narrative of those women, of the transformation of slavery into freedom. Another way to relive the master story of my people that is always relevant. I remind myself that the Hebrew word avodah means both work and sacred service. So now, if you'll excuse me, it's time to clean behind the fridge. Shabbat Shalom, Chag Sameach, and that was your Torah in 2.